Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Surfer's Journey. In today's episode, I'm going to share the most important lesson for any surfer, and that's all about how do we catch the best waves. We need to know how to have good wave selection. By having good wave selection, we're going to catch more waves, which is going to give us more opportunity to practice the skills that we want to work on. And in addition to that, we're not going to be as tired because we're wasting energy catching bad waves. And guys, please subscribe to the channel now, so you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos and tutorials.
There's no better feeling than when you see that wave coming and you know that that wave's going to give you all the opportunities that you want to practice those skills that you've really been working on. And once you get that wave, the feeling is unbelievable. And we've all been there. We've all had that feeling of catching a really good wave and being able to do everything that we wanted on it. But we want to be able to replicate this skill time and time again. We're going to have more fun and improve our surfing at a far faster rate.
The first point I want to discuss is wave type, because not all waves are created equal, and we need to know exactly what those differences are and what kind of wave we want to catch.
The kind of wave that we want to catch depends on the kind of surfer that we are. For example, if I'm a beginner surfer, I want a wave like this. I want a soft, whitewater wave that's already broken. But for the intermediate and above level surfers, we want waves like this. We want to catch unbroken waves. But not only that, we want them to present us with multiple turning options along that wave. A wave like this is called a closeout. Obviously, because it's not going left and it's not going right, it's breaking the whole way along. So the whole wave breaks at once, as you can see here. These waves we don't want to catch. It can be tempting when we're really desperate to catch anything, but what often happens is you take off on a closeout and there's no turning opportunity. So what we do want is a wave like this. This is a left-hander because it's breaking towards the left. And here we see a right-hander, because obviously this wave is breaking to the right. For natural footers, going right will be on your forehand and going left will be on your backhand. And it's the opposite for a goofy footer. Going right will be on your backhand and going left will be on your forehand. When we're out in the surf and we want to catch a wave, we're looking down the line at a wave. We want to see what's going to happen. If it looks steep and like it's going to break down the line, you know it's going to be a closeout. But if you take off and you can see it's a little bit flat, you're going to have time to surf top to bottom and attack those sections as they present themselves.
Now that we understand what kind of wave we want to catch, now we need to make sure that we take off in the best position on that wave. By doing that, we're going to be able to maximize that wave's potential for performing maneuvers. Let's have a closer look at where to take off on a wave.
When we talk about where to take off, we're talking about our peak positioning. This will have a huge impact on how successful our upcoming ride is. If we take off in the right place, we're going to be able to maximize the wave's speed, power, and the sections that present themselves. However, if we put ourselves in the wrong position, we're going to lose speed or we're going to waste the sections when they come. Let's break down this example of a wave. You can see here we have a wave breaking, and where I'm taking off is on the peak. This is the initial breaking part of the wave, and typically the best place to take off. If we take off much further down the line, for example on the shoulder, we're going to lose speed and we're going to have to come back to the foam. But by taking off on the peak, I can go straight away top to bottom and I'm going to be in the pocket of the wave, maximizing the speed and power of that wave. Now, while closeouts are typically a bad thing, sometimes it's all we have to work with. But if we position ourselves to take off with enough time to bottom turn and get to the lip just in time, we'll be able to perform a maneuver. But if we take off behind the peak, sometimes the wave will run off without us and we won't be able to catch up to it.
The next skill I want to discuss is being able to choose wisely. You need to be able to say no to bad waves. I'm going to explain this in a bit more detail.
As surfers, we all know how much energy it takes to actually catch a wave. Therefore, we know that we shouldn't be wasting our energy on waves that don't warrant our time. But by having good wave selection and knowing where we need to position ourselves, we can stop this from happening. So to achieve this, when we're out in the surf, we need to be really analytic of the waves that are approaching us. We need to be looking to the left, looking to the right. Is this wave going to be a left or a right? Am I in the right position? Where's the peak going to be? These are all things we need to be considering. Is this wave going to allow for multiple maneuvers? Or is it going to be a wave that I need to take off on and quickly bottom turn, get to the top to perform a maneuver before that wave closes out? We need to be thinking about all these things, and we need to make sure that we position ourselves early. Make sure you move while you have time. And by doing this and putting yourself in that ultimate peak position and catching the best waves, we're going to be able to do whatever skills we've been working on, and we're going to have a lot more fun. Unfortunately though, it's not that simple, and we need to make sure that we don't get lured into the trap of catching a wave even though it looks like a right. That wave didn't offer anything, it was fat. So we need to be aware of looking at how steep that wave is, and over time you'll learn how a wave's going to react. Sometimes we all make mistakes, and we can be lured into thinking that that wave's going to be good, but it ends up being a fat wave with no opportunity. Or maybe it just closes out. This can be frustrating, but it happens. But with time and practice, we'll be able to avoid these situations. And we're going to be able to put all our energy into catching good waves, and then put all our energy into performing maneuvers or whatever it is that we want to do, and have the best time we can out in the surf.
Guys, thanks for watching the video today. I hope that now you understand exactly how to catch the best waves, and you know how that's going to help you progress in your surfing. Remember to like the video and comment below to let me know what other videos you'd like to see. Thanks guys.